I have 2 balls here, but what if I had 8 ball pool? Hey learners, Jared here, and this is episode 1 of A.P.P. Physics. The most important aspect of the game of pool is controlling your collisions. Now, when we're dealing with collisions, we're going to talk about momentum, an object's mass times its velocity. And there are several types of collisions that you can have. One is an elastic collision. This is where the kinetic energy of an object coming in before the collision is equal to how much kinetic energy both objects have after the collision. The other type of collision you can have is inelastic, one where you have kinetic energy going in and you don't have the same amount of kinetic energy coming out. Now, kinetic energy is always positive and scalar, so it doesn't matter if a ball comes in and bounces back in the opposite direction. Kinetic energy is always 1/2 mv squared. Now, I fired the cue ball straight at the other balls like a typical normal break. Now, after the collision, one of the assumptions that I made was that all the balls had equal mass. Doing this and some careful calculations, I figured out that I lost momentum, which of course can't happen. I can lose energy, but momentum before and after a collision must be conserved. Now, after doing some very simple calculations, I found that after the collision, there was no overall y momentum, which makes sense because I had no y momentum going into the collision. I also found that the actual billiard balls have a different mass than the cue ball. We're going to analyze more with this game, for instance, the moment of inertia of the cue balls and stuff like that, but it's just too much for this week. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to leave you with a little preview of the app we're going to look at next week.